Do you have some broken drums, not know what to do with them? My name is Mike Simpson, Musical Director of InspireWorks, a Remo artist and also a music teacher. I have seen so many different drums in so many different schools in various states of repair. So here's some tips for you with the drums. If you've got drums perhaps like these ones that have a pre-tuned head, if the drum head rips, sadly there isn't actually that much you can do about it because it's integral to the drum. So try not waste it. They recycle it, turn it into a flower pot or something else, see how you can use that. Now, if you have drums perhaps like these ones, these bongos that have these nuts and bolts tuning, obviously you can replace the head. Little tip for you though, measure the diameter, but bongo heads seem to be a bit weird. Sometimes, if we look at the manufacturers, sometimes it's measuring the real far outer diameter. Sometimes it's measuring just the edge of the rim as well. So just have a look at that and just double check you're measuring it right to buy the right size drum head. Also, if you are tuning normal drums, like drums on a drum kit, you would always tune opposites with all the tuning lugs, because that's where you're going to get the nice tension working. But the problem is with drums like this, where it's some kind of calf head on it, you've got to be careful, because if you tune opposites, then you're going to put a lot of strain on the drum. So instead, choose to either go clockwise or anti-clockwise round your nuts and your bolts here to try and tune it round, and do a little bit at a time to go round and then go round another time. And basically you are aiming to get at each, what we call each tap, where each lug is, you're aiming to get the same sound. So what we tend to do is put your finger on the centre and then tap the edge, because then you can hear clearly, you're dampening the sound slightly in the centre, you can hear very clearly when you tap near the edge which tap sounds the same as other ones, and just adjust them slightly to do that. Also, if you've got calf heads as well, part of the reason they often break is think about the temperature they're in. So if they are calf heads, try and keep them covered when it's cold in winter, and also when it's really hot in summer. Don't let them see too much sun on top of them and then suddenly get cold, because that might potentially rip the heads as well. Then tambourines, of course, if your tambourine loses its, if the drum head breaks, that's absolutely fine. Get a sharp knife, cut off the drum head, and it's still going to work really, really well as a pop tambourine as well. So there's some nice tips for you on what to do with the drum heads in your school.